Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a love reading for Sagittarius. Wherever you might have that in your chart, we all have it somewhere, so this could be for you. But yeah, if it doesn't resonate, it just, it's either your story or it's not. I have lots of other readings on my channel, lots of other videos, and most of my readings are timeless, except for the dailies. So this could be for you. um Loud truck going by. Yeah, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread and see what's going on for Sagittarius in love. I'm gonna use my good tarot deck. We will see what's going on. What's going on with you? We start with, okay, you know what? No. Let me start over. First of all, I want to look at the bottom of the deck. Trying to get myself into the habit of doing that. Not always very good at it. All right, let's try again. King of Water. This is the overall energy, which is beautiful. This is about an energy of kindness and caring and compassion, being emotionally balanced. Always a good thing, I think. All right. So what's going on? What's your current situation? Where are you at, Sag? Two of Water. You have your mind on someone, your heart on someone. Maybe there's someone in your life already that you are connected to. You have big feelings for. It's a harmonious connection. Two of Water. I mean, what a great way to start a reading. It's about that soulmate that you meet them and you just immediately click. You just get each other. It's a really strong connection. It's really sweet. Two peas in a pod, as I like to say. So what's the challenge here? What's the challenge? Three of Earth. Huh. Um maybe okay, so maybe this is someone that you work with. And maybe, yeah, there are rules at work that say that you cannot be with people that you work with. You can't date in the workplace. Um, it could also be that you you and this person work really well together. Maybe you have some kind of ideas that you want to present to this person, but you're not sure, like, will they be into it? Will it actually um, be a good situation? It could also be, because the Three of Earth is teamwork. It's like it's like as much as you're really into this person, as connected as you are, maybe there's an issue with teamwork. Maybe you two aren't always on the same page. Maybe in certain circumstances, you don't see eye to eye. Somehow there's some kind of challenge with that. All right, let's see what happened in the recent past. The Sun, happiness, abundance, feeling really good. Um this person, you two together, it was this amazing um, coming together. It makes you both so happy. This is a really strong connection. I mean, what more can I say? It's the Sun. It's like meeting each other was this kind of aha moment. Like suddenly the God rays come shining down, the clouds part. Her crown. She's got God rays on her crown as her crown. So, it's like it's a really beautiful connection. So what's coming up in the near future? Tension and conflict. So it kind of makes me think like the honeymoon phase is kind of is ending, or it's kind of, everything was really great for a while, everyone was really happy, you and your person were just like, and then real life starts to starts to seep in, starts to set in, and maybe the reality of being human, basically, that we don't always see eye to eye with one another, that there is compromise in any relationship, in, i- any kind of connection we have with anybody. It's learning how to try and see things from their perspective. It's also, it could be a lesson in the whole needing to be right versus wanting to be happy. And maybe you two are, I don't know, butting heads. Somehow there's the challenge. Hey, JoJo's here. Yay. Good morning. Um yeah, there's a challenge here. Getting like, yeah, again, everything was really good, and now there some issues. Starting to fight a little bit. Okay, so what are you consciously aware of? 8 of water. Oh, sometimes this is a card of walking away. It could be that in this deck, this is a card of seeking the sacred, of wanting to get beyond superficial stuff. Maybe what you and your person have been fighting about is relatively um surface stuff, not it's not that important, but both of you kind of, your egos are a little bit stirred up, a little bit involved, and there's this feeling of wanting to walk away from each other. And this happens sometimes, you end up in a fight and you're just like, God, what am I, this is so stupid, I just want to retreat, I just forget it, scrap the whole thing, when we're all caught up in our feels. um but especially with this card, this character is watching, waiting and watching the ship to come in. Watching, I didn't say that right. Watching and waiting for the ship to come in. And knowing that there's something more that's coming. So yes, this could be a situation where you were really happy for a time, you were with a person that was your soulmate, it was really great, and then you hit that big hurdle that you kind of feel like maybe you can't get past. Maybe working on this it's too much. Maybe you're realizing somehow there's a wanting something more, whether it's with this person or with someone else coming in. So then, what's in your subconscious? What are you not so aware of? The star. You, I think you have hope. You have a lot of hope for this connection. You, it's a card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of inspiration, of knowing that things are going to work out one way or another, staying optimistic. Um, sometimes the star can be about actually being in the spotlight, being a star, having, kind of glowing, shining. And so maybe, um, yeah, I mean, I suppose that could be a part of the conflict here, that maybe you're getting a lot of attention, and maybe there's some jealousy here. So, like, you have to give your energy and your attention to a lot of other things, other people, whatever. And or maybe you want to, maybe, no. Yeah. I'll clarify. I'll clarify. Let me keep going. Um, so how does your person see you? What's their perception of you? The magician. The magician is all about alchemy, transformation, manifesting what you want in the world, using the tools that you have at your disposal, creating the life that you want. Somebody, this other people, or this person in general, I mean, this could be a part of what's going on, is that you're going through a big transformation. I just, for my daily read for Wednesday, it was all about this big major transformation. The magician often speaks to me of that, because as you're using the tools, as you're kind of leveling up, you understand alchemy, you're changing one thing into another. It changes you. It's inevitable, because you're learning, you're growing, you're expanding. And so, um that could be part of the issue here, is that whatever you had before was great for a time, but as you are leveling up, now you're feeling like maybe there's something else, maybe there's something more, something deeper. Again, seeking the sacred. So, what are your hopes and fears? The Fool. You're hoping for a new beginning and you're fearing a new beginning, which is, this is how it goes. We want something better, but we understand too the implications of change. That it's usually very disruptive, uncomfortable, often painful, and you know, you want to take a leap of faith, and you're terrified of doing that at the same time. And as I always say, change is the one thing you can count on. So you can either go willingly or get dragged kicking and screaming. Either way, it's going to happen. So you can make it easy on yourself, but we don't always do that. We don't always want things to change for whatever reason. We have a million different reasons why not. Okay, so I want to pick a card for advice. What's your advice here? Queen of Air. This is about setting healthy boundaries, about communicating very clearly what it is that you want and don't want, what you are willing and not willing to put up with, what is so important to you. Um, because she has the owl on her shoulder, it speaks to me of tapping into that inner wisdom. Um, it's like, because she's the wordsmith, it's just, especially with the Queen of Swords, she's really been through it. It could be that, through your life, you've had experiences that have beaten you down. Most of us have. And it's learning from those experiences. It's understanding, you get to a certain point where you're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to let someone take advantage of me or pull one over on me, or whatever the situation. And it's just standing very firm in who you are and what you know. And maybe you have a little bit of trouble with this, especially with someone that, for any of us, someone that we're really invested in, connected to. We're like, but I don't want to lose this person. I don't want it to end. And maybe it doesn't have to, but you got to stand up for yourself and be willing to let it go if it comes to that. Oof, yeah, that's tough. All right, so what's the potential outcome here? 5 of water. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Potentially. I'm sorry, I do not mean to laugh. This is I sometimes laugh at inappropriate moments. I don't mean I'm not laughing at anyone and their sadness. I think I laugh because I've been there and I'm like, yeah, oh God, I totally get it. um so this is a card of the emotions ebbing and flowing. Typically with the fives, you've been in it. You've been dealing with the loss, the grief, understanding that there's change, starting to go through the change, and you're starting to move you've gone through the worst of it. You've kind of gone over the summit and now you're coming out of it. There's still a lot of big feelings swirling around. There's still a lot of, you know, there are going to be moments that are pretty tough. And yet, um, it's getting better. It's it's gonna yeah. Potentially this is going to be painful, but it always gets better. I do not use the word always lightly. If you're doing it right, if you're actually doing the healing and not hanging on to the past and, you know, playing the blame game and that's what keeps you stuck. That's what keeps you in bitterness and resentment and sadness and all the things. But, when you can kind of be the magician and understand that you need to transform your situation, you need to transform your perception, your understanding. That's what empowers you. That's what gets you unstuck. Okay, so all right, let me grab what am I doing? What am I doing? I I want to go. I'm gonna go ahead with my come on, brain. Avalon. Or Wisdom of Avalon. There it is. Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. Yeah, and we do have the two cups, right? Like, if you had it once, you'll have it again. Keep yourself open, keep your sights set on the horizon. Good things are coming when you stand firmly in what you know is right for you. Yeah. All right. We got the deer, gentleness and diplomacy. One of the great things about heartbreak, about going through any kind of challenge, is, again, if you're kind of allowing yourself to learn the lesson and to grow because of it, it gives you it gives you the ability to have compassion for others when they're going through it. um, it takes away that judgmental attitude. If we haven't been there, we don't know. And so we're just like, well, if that happened to me, I would da 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 da. But then, once you've been there, you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me. And I always used to think I would do these things, but then once I was in it, all bets are off. So it creates more compassion, more understanding, the ability to hold the space for others. And maybe that's what you need to do in this situation with this person, is to just stay in your heart, stay in a place of compassion, understand that whatever tension and conflict you're dealing with this person, that it's not that they're bad per se. It's just that you both are doing the best you can with what you have in any given moment. And fighting, butting heads, it doesn't get you anywhere. Being gentle and diplomatic is trying to see things from their perspective, trying to hold the space so that it doesn't escalate. The situation doesn't escalate into something where, it gets crazy. Not always easy, I know. Focus. Focus on what you want. Focus on a new beginning. Focus on being clear in what you want, communicating what you want. Focus on what is deeply meaningful to you. Yeah, I would take that. Queen of Cups, absolutely. The Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. Yeah, this is all the things I've been saying. Absolute truth, courage. Also, there it all goes. Self-respect. This is truth and self-respect right here. And what was it? Responsibility. Taking responsibility for where you're at and where you want to go and doing something about it. Again, I know it's not easy. Simple, not easy, but you've got it. You've got it within you. Yeah, Charlie. Charlie likes the Lady of the Lake, apparently. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it there. That am I? Yeah, it feels like just like the reading that I did for Wednesday, November 24th. There's this sense of transition, and typically there's no easy way around it. You just have to go through it, and you will get to the other side eventually. And definitely kitty confirmation. She's suddenly going crazy. It's funny. Okay. um this too shall pass. I say it all the time. I tell myself that all the time. And it does get better. So hang in there, keep your focus, stay gentle, have courage, self-respect, and it will all turn out great. I truly believe that. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.